In short, he is like God. He is like heaven, that is God. So if heaven was not personal, how could these attributes apply to him? How could anybody say that somebody who is like this, who is described as such, is similar or would ultimately become similar to God? So that word heaven must be translated as God and as nothing else. That is your argument.
اور انہیں ضرور دیا تھا، ان کا اصل مطلب یہ ہے کہ انہیں ضرور دیا تھا جب تک خدا صفا جس کے اندر یہ خدا صفا نہ ہو یہ خوبیاں دکھا نہیں سکتے.
ٹھیک ہے،
ان کا مطلب یہ ہے.
No one, unless he is in contact with heaven, can exercise or display these qualities. These qualities are only born as a natural outcome of one's contact with heaven. So they are heaven-born qualities, and they are qualities of conscious beings, not of an unconscious phenomenon. To be distinctive, to be searching, to be middle order, to be creative, and all that has, and to be intelligent and so on. All these are qualities of a conscious person. So when they refer to heaven as such, the argument which he is presenting is that obviously we cannot translate heaven as anything other than God. It has to be translated as God. Huh? Yes, because they are heaven's attributes, and these attributes cannot be the attributes of a dead being, an inanimate object. ٹھیک ہے
جی. اس میں خدا کی ایک ایسے وجود کی ارادہ نظر آتا ہے، ایسے وجود ارادہ ہے جو
میں کانشیس بینگ کہہ رہا ہوں، بال ارادہ ارادہ. اچھا، اب آپ کا سوال کیا ہے تو ہم سمجھ گئے ہیں.
سوال ہے اس کی دو ریفرنس ہے، اگر وقت نہیں چھوڑ دو. میرا سوال یہ ہے کہ سوال یہ ہے کہ اخلاق وہ تو ضرور دیتی ہیں، لیکن اس میں یہ کہ اس کی تعلیم میں اخلاق پیدا کرنے کے لیے ترتیب بھی ہے، اس میں بھی ذکر ہے، لیکن وہ ترتیب جو اسلام نے بتایا ہے 6 ہے، جس قد افلح المؤمنون اس طرح اور جگہ
نہیں ملتی،
یہ نہیں ملتی. دوسرا یہ ہے کیونکہ اس میں یہ نظر آتا ہے خدا کی صفات ایسے ذکر نہیں کرتے. اس کا نتیجہ میں باوجود اس کے کہ وہ ضرورت دیتی ہیں، لیکن لوگوں کا حالات بلند نہیں جتنے ہونے چاہیے. اس لیے کیوں ہم کیا یہ ہونا چاہیے کہ ہم قرآن کریم کی روشنی میں ان کی اخلاق کی تعلیم کی خامیاں فوری نوٹ کریں.
پہلے تو خامیوں سے زیادہ ضروری ہے کہ سملیرٹیز بیان کریں اور ان کا سگنیفیکینس ان کو بتائیں کہ تم چونکہ قرآن کی ایک زندہ کتاب تمہارے میں موجود نہیں اور تمہارا مذہب تاریخ بن گیا ہے، اس لیے تمہیں پوری طرح ان باتوں کی خود سمجھ نہیں کہ یہ کیا باتیں کہہ رہے تھے. قرآن کی روشنی میں ہم ان کو بہتر سمجھ سکتے ہیں. اس لیے مراد یہ ہے اس سے یہ پہلے سمجھائیں اور تعریف کریں کہ بہت اچھی باتیں کہی گئی ہیں، لیکن انفارچونیٹلی تم لوگوں کو سمجھ نہیں آ سکتی کیونکہ تمہارا ایک زندہ مذہب سے تعلق کٹ چکا ہے اور رفتہ رفتہ یہ مذہب روایات بن گیا، کہانیاں بن گیا، تاریخ کا حصہ بن گیا. تو ہم چونکہ اسلام سے تعلق رکھتے ہیں جس کا سورس سے ابھی بھی تعلق ہے، اس لیے پہلی بات تو یہ ہے کہ اس کا سگنیفیکینس ہم تمہیں بہتر بتا سکتے ہیں اور ہم تمہیں بتاتے ہیں. قرآن کریم میں بھی یہ باتیں کہیں اور اس طرح کہیں. اور دوسری بات یہ کہ صرف یہی نہیں بتایا، اور بھی بہت کچھ بتایا ہے اور اخلاق تک بات پہنچا کر چھوڑ نہیں دی، بلکہ قدم قدم اخلاق اختیار کرنے کے گر سکھائے اور بتایا کہ کس طرح تم آہستہ آہستہ خدا کے اخلاق سیکھ سکتے ہو اور کیا طریق ہیں. اور پھر نبی کو ان کا ماڈل بنا کر دکھایا اور پھر صحابہ کو اس حسنہ میں شامل کر لیا. یہ ساری باتیں تھیں اور پھر وہ اخلاق کی تفصیل اور اس کے ٹرائل، امتحانات، یہ ساری باتیں بتانے والی. The fact is now what he wants to ask is, should we, based on Islamic teachings of morality, start with the criticism of Confucius's teaching of morality, because we find it inadequately expressed, because we find that reference to God is also ambiguous, and because we find that it is not pursued in detail as to how this morality can be achieved and translated into our actions. While Islam speaks vociferously on these subjects and leaves no room for any ambiguity. So he says, should we start like this? I said, no, not like this. You tell them that fundamentally, basically, your philosophy is very sound. But so sound that you don't know how sound it is. Because you have lost touch with the truth for a long time now. Confucius was a godly person. He had a direct contact with God. So his references should be understood in the light of there being a real God. So the Holy Quran is the best means for you to understand Confucianism. Because it's a fresh book, it is a well-preserved book. This book also was revealed to a person by God who had a live contact with him. And in so many things he speaks exactly the same language as was spoken by Confucius. And he also made us understand the true meaning. So the words which were spoken by Confucius are the same in many ways as were revealed to the Holy Prophet of Islam, and as such you should understand them in the same light through his help. And now we tell you that this is what is meant by Confucius and this is what is meant by Confucius. So it's a very great religion of great light and we respect it for that. But it is a much older religion when mankind had not yet developed. So in future, there was a future further development of morality based on religion. And the Holy Quran is the last, final, consummate form of that development. So from then on, you start telling them of the shortcomings of Confucianism in morality, in how morality should be acquired, what are the ways and means to become moral, and what are the detailed teachings which one should follow in this. There, the Confucianism is quiet, and Islam is very rich in all this teaching, and also in demonstrating to the world how morality can be acquired and turned into a living society. So from then you can take a turn to the life history of Ahmed ﷺ, how he exhibited and demonstrated morality in his life. And then we can take the turn through the window which was opened to us by Hadhrat Aisha Siddiqa when asked about the morality of Ahmed ﷺ or his conduct. The answer was, his morality was the Holy Quran. She didn't say his morality is to be found in the Holy Quran, or his way of life, his conduct is to be found in the Holy Quran. What she said was, Kana khuluquhul Quran. The Holy Quran was his morality, or his way of life, or his conduct. So that shows a perfect agreement. If you say his morality was based on that, that is, a much smaller tribute than to equate him perfectly and completely with the book. So that is the way which was adopted by Hadhrat Aisha Siddiqa. So you can tell them that here we have also a model who would tell you what was meant by these great people when they said, be this and be that and be that. There was a model, and a living model, whose morality and conduct has been preserved as if still alive through generations of Muslim scholars.
Yes.
And that is here. So
yes,
there are things in common and things over and above
yes,
what Confucius taught you.
yes,
So in this way,
yes,
you can first build a common starting point,
yes,
a common platform. Don't talk of disagreement to begin with. Emphasize the agreements. And later on, from those agreements, we can carry them along to the reasons
yes,
of not disagreements, but of additional knowledge.